Alright guys, welcome back and starting alternating current. हमने लास्ट टाइम इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन खत्म किया था एंड वी आर स्टार्टिंग अल्टरनेटिंग करंट टुडे. तो आज अल्टरनेटिंग करंट शुरू करने के उसमें हम सबसे पहली बात लेंगे वो होगा AC generator. Okay, I think we did AC generator in the boards time. So let's just check it out what it is actually, and we can work out our way with the details. So AC generator एक ऐसा instrument है which is going to produce alternating current. Alright, so this is how it's going to work out. Just have a look. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. Thanks. So AC generator में you got coil which is moving in between two poles of a bar, two pieces of the bar magnet, and when it changes, when it moves, when it rotates, the flux linked with the coil changes. As a result, EMF is induced. Now the flux, I'm not going to draw the diagram, you can find that in the board textbook. The magnetic flux linked with the coil is going to given as phi is B bar dot A bar, and there are n turns, so B A bar into n, and this is equal to B A n cos theta. Now theta we always know is equal to omega t. Omega is the angular speed, t is the time. So the magnetic flux phi, you want to call it phi m, you can call it phi m, band cos omega t. Now important equation this, when coil rotates, flux changes, magnetic flux of course changes, and EMF is induced. EMF induced, epsilon is minus d phi m by dt. Now this BAN comes out, and d by dt of cos omega t. D by dt of cos something is minus sine something, and as a result you get minus BAN minus sine omega t into d by dt of that something which is omega t. Minus minus will go away, omega comes out, so epsilon is NAB omega sine omega t. Now this NAB omega, number 3, the maximum value, this is the maximum value of EMF NAB omega, so we can write equation 3 as, this is 3 right, as epsilon is epsilon m sine omega t, where epsilon m, ladies and gentlemen, is maximum value of EMF, maximum value of induced EMF, and this is equal to NAB omega. So what's new? Nothing is new. This is it. Induced EMF is varying with the sine function sine omega t, and if I were to make a graph, this is all what you know, nothing new. So if I were to make a graph, it would be something like this. I want to move on with solving numerical. This is a very numerical oriented topic. So data line. If I were to draw the graph of induced EMF, it would be varying according to the sine function. Too big for a sine. So this 0 is pi by 2. Such graphs are going to be really important in alternating current, people. We've seen such graphs before. So this is epsilon, and this is going to be epsilon m plus epsilon m, and this is going to be minus epsilon m. Well, I had written the equation for flux there. Let me write it again. Flux phi m is BAN cos omega t, just for your reference. Now flux follows the cosine function, so it would be starting from here, from the maximum at 0, and it would come down. It would be like this and like this. So this is plus phi m, maximum flux. This is minus phi m, minus, let me write it as this is plus BAN, this is minus BAN, and it is varying according to the cosine function. This is flux. EMF varying with sine, flux varying with cosine. They are both, out of phase with each other by 90 degrees. So this is how, sorry, 180 degrees. This is how the entire thing is rolling. So if flux is maximum, EMF is 0. And if flux is 0, EMF is maximum. This is how the entire thing will move. So such EMF, this voltage, as you can see, which is varying according to the sinusoidal function, is called alternating voltage, or you can also call it AC voltage. From now on, we are not going to use epsilon is epsilon m sine omega t. So equation for AC voltage, we are going to simply write it as V is Vm sine omega t. For all practical purposes, this is going to be our chief equation. And now when I start putting AC, alternating current, this is the symbol of AC. This is the symbol of DC. This is DC, this is AC. Alright, so a sinusoidal function is the symbol of an AC source. Now I'm going to apply AC source to resistor, conductor, capacitor and stuff like that. Just have a look at this. Okay, let's move on. Let us apply AC to a resistor. We have seen applying of AC to resistor, capacitor, inductor. We know the theory, we know the ideas. I'm just going to brush up. So AC applied to resistor. This is a resistor and I'm going to apply AC to it. What is the equation for AC voltage? V is Vm sine omega t. What is the equation for AC current? By Ohm's law, equation for AC current comes out to be I is equal to Im sine omega t. Wow. And what is Im, pray? Im is the max value of current, and Im is given as Vm by resistance R. Alright, so Im is Vm by R. I draw a graph. Let me try to put it in this page itself, in this board, if we can. This is your voltage as standard stuff. Is pi by 2, is pi, is 3 pi by 2, and this is 2 pi. This is omega t. And if I would draw the current, it would be something like this. You've seen all this before. And this is current, as I say. And in a resistor, you can see that the current and voltage have their zeros and maxima at exactly the same points. So in a resistor, V and I are in phase. Critical argument. V and I are in phase in a resistor. Also, power consumed by a resistor. P is I square R. But which current is this? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the RMS value of current. So IRMS square into R. IRMS, it is root mean square. We square it first, then we take the mean, and then we take the root. So the root mean square current is IRMS, is the maximum current divided by root 2. So this is the maximum current Im. So IRMS Im by root 2, which is 0.707 into Im. Similarly, VRMS is Vm by root 2, which is again 0.707 Vm. Now, since we are doing RMS values and taking mean and stuff, you already know this, the average of any function, is 1 by t integral 0 to t, the function dt. This is how the average function over one whole cycle is found out. And to top it, sine omega t or cos omega t, if we take their average over one whole cycle, it's going to be 0. Same with sine 2 omega t, cos 2 omega t, sine 5 omega t, anything. If you have only sine and t somewhere, then its average over one whole cycle will be 0. Similarly, average of sine square omega t or cos square omega t over one whole cycle is half. You know, we will use these things as and when they require, as and when we require. And you know, these are for use in situations where such values come. We can directly put the values. Okay, so this is sine omega t, average cos omega t, average sine square and average cos square. So let's move on. Then we look at phasors also. What is a phasor? You know, it's a rotating vector which will show the value of current and voltage at any given time. And for drawing a phasor or for understanding a phasor, you need to know the equations for voltage and current. So क्या है equations voltage and current के? V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t. So what am I going to do? I'm going to draw the axis. I am going to draw one phasor. This is voltage. The value, the length of this vector is Vm. And the angle it makes with the x-axis is omega t. I'm going to draw current having length Im and having the same angle omega t. So if you notice this, this is the current phasor. Im, length is the vector of the length of the vector is Im, and this is the angle made by Im, omega t, with the x-axis. So you can see both phasors. These are phasors for voltage and current. So you can see both phasors are at the same angle, and when time goes on, they will move with the same angle with the horizontal. So they are both in phase. So this was the fourth idea, and I think is there anything else? No. Well, you can write this as V square by R also. No issues about that. So that is not a problem. I think we've completed resistors. Then we'll go to inductor. I am trying to push as much as possible so that we can go into solving numericals in a jiffy. We can look at RLC series circuit also. And because we've all done this, so been there, done that, that is the motto. Okay, I got an inductor applied to AC circuit. So this is equation for AC voltage. V is equal to Vm sin omega t. And now I write the equation for current. I'm not falling into derivations because I don't need to derive in JEE on it. So equation for current I is Im sin, people, we have derived this before, omega t minus pi by 2. I'm sure you would recollect. If you don't know how I got this equation, you might as well go into the board lectures of AC. AC lecture number 1 mein we had derived all this for resistor, capacitor, inductor and stuff like that. And here Im, which you know is the maximum value of current, is Vm by XL. And what is this XL, people? XL is omega L, is called inductive reactance, prime ideas. And now we draw the graph, and the graph seals the fate. Once you understand the graph and its mechanisms, you are good. This was voltage. I love these graphs like anything. And where do we start the current from? From this equation, we see that current lags behind. You know, this is omega t, this is omega t minus pi by 2. Current lags behind voltage by an angle of pi by 2. So I'm going to start the same graph as that of voltage, but after a lag of pi by 2. So my current graph will start from here, same as it went for voltage. You want to push it ahead? I don't mind, but we don't need it. And what is the equation that we write? V leads I by angle pi by 2 or 90 degrees. Or you can say I lags V by 90 degrees. Same shit. So V leads I by pi by 2. This was the idea. Then we saw power consumed. Power consumed. We saw that power consumed, the real power consumed by an inductor over one whole cycle was 0. Then we went on to what? Phasors? No. Power to ho gaya, IRMS वगैरह हो गया. Okay. Phasors. And in phasors you need the equation. So V is Vm sin omega t. I is Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. My God. How are we going to move that? Again voltage omega t का angle बना रहा है. This is voltage, make an angle omega t. And I'm going to draw current, but behind voltage by pi by 2. So this is going to be current, ladies and gentlemen. And the angle between the current and voltage is going to be pi by 2. So current, this is how they go. Tuck, 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 tuck. Current always behind voltage, having a lag of pi by 2. So V leads I by pi by 2, or I lags behind V by pi by 2. This is the idea behind current and voltage. So you need to really see any graph properly. Now this is where voltage starts. This is where current starts. Current is starting after voltage. That means voltage is leading, current is lagging. If current would have started from somewhere here, then we would say voltage is lagging or current is leading. So be careful about that. Just have a look. We move on. And now we look at capacitor. Wow. Equation for current. We can start from here. Okay. ग्राफ वगैरह तो फिर से बनाना ही पड़ेगा. No doubt about that. We are ready to do that. Okay. And then we'll see the RLC series circuit. There's a capacitor. And this. You see, equation for voltage remains same. Equation for current, I is Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. Gentlemen, here Im is Vm by Xc. And what is Xc? It is 1 by omega c. This is called capacitive reactance. Okay. Actually, what was inductive reactance? Inductive reactance was the opposition offered by inductor to the flow of AC current. Capacitive reactance is the opposition offered by the capacitor to the flow of AC current. So Xc is 1 by omega c. And if I were to draw a graph, it will be a lovely graph. Oh, current lead में है ना? Ah shit. This is voltage, by the way. 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. This is omega t. And you can see that current is leading voltage by angle of pi by 2. So my graph has to start before voltage. So my graph starts from here. Wow. As I said, this is pi by 2. So what is going to be my statement? I leads V by pi by 2. Current is leading voltage by pi by 2. And I had also said that whenever the capacitor in a circuit is powerful, current will lead. I have the capacity to lead. So if capacitor is powerful, current will lead. So I leads by pi by 2. Also, power consumed by a capacitor over one whole cycle, the real power is 0. And finally, zeroing in on the phasors. Phasor. We got equations for voltage and current. Live, V is equal to Vm sin omega t and I is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. And allow me to draw the phasor. This is voltage, but of course, making angle omega t. And current is leading, so current will be somewhere here. Im, and this angle between current and voltage is pi by 2. So this was the phasor diagram for capacitors, and let's go to RLC series circuit. So you now have R, L and C all in series with each other with the AC voltage, and what we are interested in is what would be the equation for current, what would be the combined opposition, and how would the graph look like. So AC applied to RLC series circuit. Okay, so I got all three together. This is R, this is L, this is C. Pretty big diagram. So V is, we'll write that here. Equation for AC voltage, V is Vm sine omega t, and we'll reverse integrate. As in, we derived all that. Now I'm going to write all that, and I'm going to write the solutions first, and then we are going to look at the various terms. So the equation for AC current, as we have always written, I is Im sine omega t plus phi. I have assumed this equation, and here Im is Vm by Z. Ladies and gentlemen, new term, Z. Here Z is called impedance, and impedance is defined as the combined opposition offered by R, L and C to the flow of AC current, and the equation for impedance is Z is equal to root of R square plus XC minus XL the whole square. Here R is the resistance, XC is capacitive reactance, XL is inductive reactance, and net reactance X is XC minus XL is called net reactance, only reactance. Okay, then the angle phi, tan phi, also phase angle, the lead or lag angle you can say. Tan phi is XC minus XL by R, and I have drawn the impedance diagram also. This is R, this is XC minus XL, and this is Z, and this is phi. From this diagram you can see the relation between Z, R and XC minus XL as this, and tan phi would be opposite over adjacent. This would be it. And now I'm going to draw the graph and the phasors also if you require. But what I'm really interested in are these two things. We shall use these two things as in when things move around. And graph bana dete fatafat. Are we out of time? We are nearly out of time, but I think we can make this graph. Hamesha first line teda, second line barobar. So voltage all the way, and current, current तो थोड़ा सा पिछवाड़े में से, and this is minus pi by 2 people. The question is, now current was V equal to Vm sine omega t, and current I was Im sine omega t plus phi, no doubt. And this here phi you can see. Now the first thing you understand is that current is leading. Okay, how much angle? Phi. Phi कहाँ से पता चलेगा? ये रहा phi. This is an acute angle, 0 और 90 के बीच का. So ये 0, ये 90 और ये बीच का कहीं पे, यहाँ से शुरू करेंगे इस तरह, boom 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 boom, and this is phi. So what would be our statement? I leads V by angle phi. Alright, this is how the graph moves out, and just have a look. Alright, we saw the RLC series circuit there. Let me tell you something that has not been told to you before. This is something different. Impedance, we have written Z is equal to root of R square plus XC minus XL the whole square. Now here I can represent this Z impedance as a complex function, and a complex function can be represented in terms of its real and its imaginary part. So now this is just a note, you need to understand this. A complex number can be represented as, this Z is the complex number. It is written as X plus JY. Here X is the real part and Y is the imaginary part. And they can be represented on the Argand plane. It's called the Argand plane. This is the real axis and this is the imaginary axis. So if you see carefully, X is the real part and is represented like this. This is X. Only Y is the imaginary part. Remember this. J जिसके साथ है ना, वो imaginary part हो जाएगा. JY is not the imaginary part. Only Y is the imaginary part. J जिसके साथ है वो imaginary part. और इन दोनों का मिलन is this, and this is the value mod Z of this function. And you can see this is the Pythagorean hypotenuse of X and Y. This is Y itself. So magnitude of Z, mod Z you can call it, is root of X square plus Y square, and the angle made, you can call it phi or something like that. Tan phi will be Y by X. Alright. Same to same, I am now going to represent impedance. Can also be represented, now this was not done in the boards, as a complex function as, people understand this very carefully, Z is R plus J XC minus XL. You can see I have put the real part as R is the real part, and XC minus XL is the imaginary part. So capacitive reactance minus inductive reactance, which was X, net reactance, is the imaginary part, and I'm going to draw this here. Real axis पे R आ जाएगा, and imaginary axis पे, this is imaginary, this will be XC minus XL, and इन दोनों का मिलन, this is my Z. You can call it mod Z, you can call it Z, doesn't matter. This is the angle phi. Well, very much similar to that impedance diagram. The only thing that I have changed here is that I have put XC minus XL as the imaginary part. हो सकता है आगे जाके कुछ न्यूमेरिकल्स ऐसे करें जिसमें XC XL वगैरह को imaginary में रखने की जरूरत पड़े and stuff like that. That is why I have shown this to you. Okay, before I sign off, an important idea I need to tell you. It's an important thing regarding complex numbers. You should know this. I'll put this as a note. This J, the Jth operator, is actually root of -1. I know this does not exist. That is the prime reason why it is known as J. It's called J. The second thing is that J square is -1. I squared it up. This is -1. Third, 1 by J. Now, how do you solve 1 by J? What you do is you multiply and divide by J. So 1 into J is J, and JJ is J square, and J square we know is -1. So 1 by J is minus J. We might use this, we might not use this, it might come over, might not come over, but we need to know. That is why I've done this. Okay, so have a look at this and we move on. As I said, मैंने अपने RLC सीरीज सर्किट में कैपेसिटर को पावरफुल कंसिडर किया है. एज ए रिजल्ट मेरा करंट लीड कर रहा है. अगर XC छोटा होता एंड XL बड़ा होता तो माय इंडक्टर वुड बी पावरफुल and current would lag. So keep your basics ideas straight. If capacitor is powerful, current will lead. If inductor is powerful, voltage will lead. Okay, we start doing numericals from the Arihant's Master Resource Book in physics, and I have it right here. This is not the Arihant Master Resource Book, but this is a very lovely, representation of the same. I start with round 1 ka 43. A very standard stuff. The RMS current, so IRMS is 50. IRMS is how much? 5 ampere, and the frequency nu is 50 hertz. The value of current at t equal to 1 by 300 second after its value becomes 0. What is the value of I? This is what they've asked us. Okay, no problemo. सबसे पहले, after it becomes 0, so they want us to follow the sine function. The equation for current, AC current, is I is Im sine omega t. Sir, why not plus phi? अरे भाई 0 होने के बाद तो साइन फंक्शन ही फॉलो करेगा ना साहब. So 0 होने के बाद it follows sine. That is why no phi, nothing doing. Now we don't have Im, we have IRMS. Do you have any relation between Im and IRMS? Yes, we do. IRMS is Im by root 2. So Im is IRMS into root 2. And now what am I going to do? I'm going to put omega as 2 pi nu. Okay. IRMS is what? 5. This is root 2. And sine 2 pi. How much is nu? This is 50. And time is how much? 1 by 300. And what are we left with? Pray. 5 root 2 sine 52 is 100, and 100 by 300 is pi by 3. Sine pi by 3, sine 60, root 3 by 2. So 5 root 2 into root 3 by 2. Oh my god, I can write 2 as root 2 root 2. So 1 root 2 goes away, and you are left with what? I shall write it here itself. Okay, dokie, sir, my answer is ready. So I is 5, and the whole thing root 3 by 2 ampere. Is this watchable, checkable, doable, observable, and handleable? Let me see. Yes, sir, it is. So this is how it is. This is round 1 ka 43. Similarly, let me move on, and I'm doing round 2 ka 61 right here. Okay, round 2 ka 61. What does it say? I'm flipping here and there in order to keep the sequence maintained. In an AC circuit, the resistance, inductive reactance and capacitive reactance are, how much is the resistance, sir? 3 ohm. The inductive reactance XL is 10 ohm, and capacitive reactance XC is 14 ohm. They have asked for the impedance. Nothing they could have asked for will give us that much anand than having a blue pen somewhere around. I got a blue. Men in blue. Alright. So, bhai, come on, you've already done it, I'm sure. Impedance. Impedance. Dun, 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 dun. Root of R square plus XC minus XL the whole square. So Z is root of R is what? R is what? 3 ka square plus XC 14 minus 10 ka whole square. Oh, child's play. I think Z is 5 ohm. Before I move on, I need to tell you that the equation for voltage, if you look at VR, VC, VL, all of them. So equation for voltage, AC voltage, is V, this is VRMS, but of course, VR square plus VC minus VL, the whole square. Because you just can't have V is equal to VR plus VL plus VC, because they are not all DC values. They are not just values. They also have phase relationship with the current. So if it's a series circuit, current will remain same through all of them, but voltages will vary according to their phases. So the final equation for voltage in an RLC series circuit is V is equal to root of VR square plus VC minus VL, the whole square. You can't have V is VR plus VL plus VC. Sorry. Alright. So this is the equation for things in series. I just remembered, so I wrote it down. Let's move on. I think round 2 ka 62 is on us. Just have a look and we move on. Round 2 का 62. Have you turned your page yet? We are looking at the master resource book, Arihant's master resource book in physics by D.B. Singh. Nice book he wrote for all of us, so we can enjoy. Okay. So round 2 का 62. I am yet to bring out the big guns. A series RC circuit is connected to an AC source. अच्छा, R and C दोनों है. There are two cases. The first case, when C is without dielectric, capacitor without dielectric. And what is the second case? B, dielectric is filled in the capacitor of constant 4. Dielectric of constant 4 is filled in capacitor. Okay, what do they want us to do? The current IR through the resistor and voltage VC across the capacitor are compared. Which of the following is true? Okay, so two cases. Okay, let us start. I've got this R, I've got this C, and these are connected to AC. Normally, I don't need to draw a diagram. I'm just drawing it for you. Okay, now, first things first, case A. What is going to be the capacitive reactance XC? You agree it's going to be 1 by omega C, of course. So, what is going to be your impedance Z? It is root of R square plus XC square. I'm just naming it out. So, this is root of R square plus 1 by omega square C square. Okay, this is your Z. So, current I, they have written it as bada I. So, it's V by Z. So, let me just write it as V by root of, you want, you can write it like, you can take the, LCM also, but you don't need it actually. Second case, this is A, this is I, so current through the resistor, well, this is going to be the same current through the resistor, so this is going to be IR, no doubt, because series है ना, the same resistor. Now, case B. Now, new capacitance change हो जाएगा बंधु. You remember C dash is K times C. When a dielectric is introduced having constant K, then the new capacitance becomes K times C, where K is the dielectric constant. So I have here dielectric constant as 4. So C dash is 4C. New capacitive reactance XC dash is 1 by omega C dash. My God, it is 1 by 4 omega C. So can you see XC dash is 1 by 4 omega C. Now this was only 1 by omega C. So this is XC by 4. Oh, that means XC dash has decreased. Oh, impedance, new impedance. सब कुछ impedance पे depend करने वाला है. Z dash root of R square plus XC dash square. This has decreased. So do you agree Z dash will also decrease? So Z dash has also decreased. So thus current this was IRA, this is IRB, is V by Z dash. Now if Z dash is decreasing and V is remaining same, do you agree IR will increase? So current will increase. So where does that leave me? Where is my equation final? So the current will increase. So IRA is less than IRB. Do I have one such option where the current in situation A is lesser than the current in situation B? Do I have that? Yes, I do have that. That's B. Acha, they want the voltage across the capacitor also. Okay. Now, because both are in series, sir, series this is VR and this is VC. Just look at the resistor. अगर A में, voltage V is IR. If current in A is less than current in B, do you agree voltage in A? So, thus, voltage across resistor in A will similarly be less than voltage across resistor in B. भाई ये तो कांस्टेंट है, दिस इज मेड अप ऑफ दिस एंड दिस, तो अगर ये घट रहा है तो ये तो बढ़ रहा होगा ना। दस फाइनली उन्होंने वोल्टेज का भी पूछा है, तो वोल्टेज का विल राइट इन ब्लू। सो VC फॉर A इज मोर देन VC फॉर B बिकॉज इट फॉलोज कि V इज मेड अप ऑफ दीज टू कंपोनेंट्स, तो ये घट जाएगा तो इसको तो बढ़ना है, नहीं तो कांस्टेंट कैसे रहेगा। सो VC, डू आई हैव दैट ऑप्शन? यस, आई हैव दैट ऑप्शन एज C. So VC at A is greater than VC for B. I think I'll move on now and I will do nombre. Qu'est-ce pata nahi nombre. I'll do SP30. It's a nice one. I'll have to take this off. You can see this now. SP30 right on deck. And it has quite some theory, but quite conceptual, I'm sure. We can look at it and we might understand what they want us to do. So ये conceptually है, तुमको concept पता होना चाहिए, equations पता होना चाहिए, and boom, you're on. You're good, boy, you're good. SP30. Okay. What do they say? When an AC voltage of 220 volt, by this is RMS, so VRMS is 220 volt, is applied across a device X. Oh, there is a device X. The current of 0.5 ampere, let's call it IX, 0.5 ampere flows through the circuit and is in phase. Oh my God. भाई whenever current and voltage are in phase, device क्या होगी? Resistance होगा ना? So this is a resistor. This is a resistor. And if you want me to find out resistance, I will. Now I is V by R. सब RMS ही है. So VRMS by IX, which is 220 by 0.5. Oh my God, 440 ohm. Okay. ठीक है. Now there is another device Y. Oh right, there is another device Y. We'll look at that also. This is Y. I don't know why. When the same voltage is applied across another device Y, the same current again flows. Okay. IY is again 0.5 ampere. And what say? But it lags behind the applied voltage by pi by 2. So I lags behind V by pi by 2. Any ideas? करंट लैग बिहाइंड कर रहा है मतलब क्या है? इंडक्टर है साहब, करंट को लैग बिहाइंड करवाने वाला ये यो इंडक्टर है. दिस इज एन इंडक्टर. ओके, एंड यहां से एक्सएल मिल जाएगा मुझे, यू नो सेम एक्सएल इज V by I, सेम ओल्ड 220 by 0.5. So to cut a long story short, XL is 440 ohm again. And now what do they want us to do? Calculate the current flowing in the circuit when the same voltage is applied across the series combo of X and Y. Okay, so case 3. Now X and Y are in series. So what is going to be your impedance, people? Z is root of R square plus XL square. Let's not take it too long. 440 का square and 440 का square is 440 root 2 ohm. So current I is V by Z, that is 220 by 440 root 2. This is 1 by 2 root 2. Do they have something called 1 by 2 root 2 or do they want values? Do they want values, sir? Okay. 1 by 2 into 1.414. That's 1 by 2.828. 1 by 3 would have been 0.33, a little more than 0.33, 0.35, 0.36. Yes, sir, 0.35. So IRMS in this case is 0.35 ampere. Good one, number 30, check it out. I'm off to do example 13. But before I'll have to take this off. Example 13. Wide variety here and there, dum. Number 13. They say is one cocker. So what's number 13? Example 13. What do they have for us? Okay, they say in an LR circuit, the value of L is 0.4 by pi Henry and the value of R is 30 ohm. Pretty typical value of L. if in the circuit there is an AC voltage of 200 volt, VRMS is 200 volt, and nu is 50 hertz. I love 50 hertz nu. Connected, then the impedance of the circuit they want Z, and the current. And whenever they ask you the current, it's always RMS. Okay. So we'll first find XL, inductive reactance. XL is omega L, which is 2 pi nu into L. So 2 into 3.14 into 50 into L. L is 0.4 by pi. Oh wow. Then we should not have put pi. Pi goes away. And what are we left with? 52s are is 100, and 100 into 0.4 is 40. XL is obtained, R is there. So impedance. I love lungi dance. So come on, rock and roll. R is 30 ka square, XL is 40 ka square, and that is 50. No doubt about that. What else do they want? Current, right? So current, IRMS is VRMS by Z. VRMS is how much? 200. Oh, 200 by 50. मैंने आंसर ही लिख दिया यहाँ पे. So IRMS is 4 amp. What say, buddy? Check that. Yes, sir. Okay. Acha, what do we have? What else do we have? Yeah, I got this typical round 2 ka 25, and quite different from what I can see. Let me draw this graph. I can see round 2 ka 25 out here. Round 2 ka 25. Maybe. Okay, I have drawn this graph. This is current. Okay, for the first time I can see this is current, and the EMF is moving around. EMF is here somewhere. Okay, they've called it E, and this is phi. Now before I start this, let me take an educated guess. You can see current is leading and voltage is lagging. Current is leading, so it has got to be a capacitive circuit. Capacitor has got to be powerful. Okay, so capacitor has got to be powerful, and the lead lag angle is not 90, it is just phi. So there has to be something else. There has to be an inductor, there has to be a resistor also somewhere. Okay, now when an AC source, they've given me the values. Wow, I got some space here. Let me just dabao this a little further. You know, there's a lot of jagah ki tangi going around. So where is it? Kahan gaya bhai? AC source of EMF. E is E0. They are not telling us anything. 100T. Okay, this is my equation. Is connected across a circuit. The phase difference between EMF and current is observed to be pi by 4. So they're telling me phi is pi by 4. Okay. If the circuit has to consist possibly only of RC or RL. Bhai, that is a mistake. Huh? RC or RL है, कुछ और नहीं लिखा हुआ. In series, find the relationship between the two elements. Okay. Now, this cannot be RL because RL में inductor powerful होता and voltage would have been ahead. But यहाँ पे current is ahead, so as I leads V, so it is an RC circuit. No doubt about that. This is RC. So the LK options, they move out. Now they are telling me that tan phi is pi by 4. Now tan phi, because it's only an RC circuit, so this is XC by R. XL hai hi nahi. So, and this is tan 45. Phi is 45. Tan 45 is 1. So R has to be equal to XC. First things first. Okay. Have they told us how much is the current? अच्छा, रेजिस्टर का कोई वैल्यू है? अच्छा, सब में रेजिस्टर 1 किलो ओम है. Given R is 1 kilo ohm, that's 1000 ohm. So XC also has got to be 1000 भैया. And XC is what? 1 by omega C. तो ये ओमेगा कहाँ गया? ये as I said, R was XC, R was 1000 ohm. So XC also has got to be 1000. Now 1 by omega C is 1000. I have got omega as 100 out here. So C is 1 by 100 into 1000. That's 10 raised to minus 5. But I don't have any option as 10 raised to minus 5. So I am forced to write it in terms of micro. And this becomes, I don't know where it is. Yeah. That's 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad or 10 microfarad. That is your option B, which is 10 microfarad. Okay, let's move on. We move on. What else do we have to do? Okay, let's see. Let us see. Okay. Now that the board is rubbed, okay, number 2 ka 59, round 2 ka 59, big cocker. My God, big monster of a sum this is. Let me draw the circuit and we'll find out the data. First, let me draw the circuit. So I've got this 100 microfarad capacitor and this resistor is 100 ohm. And secondly, there is an inductor, which is a 0.5 Henry inductor, and this is a 50 ohm resistor. Okay, and they're connected here with this 220 volt AC. 220 or 20 volts, sir? आप भी कमाल करते हो. Okay, what have they said? In a given circuit, the AC source has omega is 100 radian per second. Okay, 100 radian per second. And what else? Consider inductor and capacitor to be ideal. Now the correct choice is or R. They want the current in the circuit and they want the voltage across 100 ohm and 50 ohm. Okay, let's first find the current. In order to do that, I'll need to find the total impedance of both these branches. First thing, capacitive reactance XC is 1 by omega C. Omega is 100 and C is what? 100 micro. So 100 into 10 raised to minus 6. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? So this is 10 raised to 4 minus 10 raised to 6, that's 10 raised to minus 2 and chढ़ जाएगा तो this is 100 ohm. So XC मिल चुका है 100 ohm. तो ये XC 100 ohm है, ये 100 ohm है, तो what will be Z1? Won't it be root of R square plus XC square? 100 का square plus 100 का square, 100 root 2 ohm. I've got Z1. अब नीचे वाले का Z2, उसके लिए I need inductive reactance. Inductive reactance XL is omega L. Omega is how much? 100. Wow. And this is 0.5. So this is 50 ohm. Again they are coming to my rescue. So impedance second branch का, नीचे वाली branch का, Z2 I'll call it, root of R square plus XL square. भाई 50 का स्क्वायर प्लस 50 का स्क्वायर, सर छोड़ो ना यार, क्या करते हो आप भी. 50 रूट 2. तो मेरे को दोनों मिल गए हैं Z1 एंड Z2. Z1 भी है, Z2 भी है, एंड बोथ आर इन पैरेलल. सो Z1 एंड Z2 आर इन पैरेलल. बस ये ओबे रजिस्टर जैसे नियम. सो 1 by Z is 1 by Z1 plus 1 by Z2. So that is 1 by 100 root 2 plus 1 by 50 root 2. मैं इसके नीचे 2 ऊपर नीचे कर देता हूं, तो this becomes 100 root 2 and ऊपर 2 plus 1 is 3. So my final Z, I'm trying to minimize my space. 100 root 2, 100 by 3 root 2 ohm. तो मेरा नेट इंपीडेंस आ चुका है 100 by 3 root 2 एंड अब मुझे करंट मिल जाएगा. सो करंट थ्रू द सर्किट, this is I, is V by Z. V is how much? That's 20 volt over 100 by 3. तो बाई चढ़ गई ऊपर सर. Okay, and this is 2. 23 is 60. 60 by 100, that is 6 by 10. What type the answer want? Okay, oh right. They want us to write this as 2 as root 2 and this 3 stays here and this is 10 and this is root 2. They want us to cancel 1 root 2. 3 by 10 is 0.3. So I is 0.3 root 2 ampere. And this is my option number B. Option number B. Sahi jawab. Current in the circuit is 0.3 root 2 ampere. But now there's a bigger issue. They want us to find voltage across 100 and 50 and check them out. Okay, ये आया. Let us say इसमें से I1 goes here and I2 goes here. I'm going to use the current division formula. I'm going to take all this off. I don't need any. ये 100 root 2 याद रखना. इसको उड़ा दूं? उड़ा दो यार सर. Okay. Now I1 is I into Z2 over Z1 plus Z2. Same resistor वाले formula. 0.3 root 2. भाई Z2 ये रहा 50 root 2. Z1 कितना था 100 root 2. Z2 कितना 50 root 2. 100 root 2 plus 50 root 2, 150 root 2. Root 2 is cancelled. 50 by 150 is 1 by 3. So this is 0.3 root 2 by 3. Hey, 0.1 root 2 sir. हम सर 0.1 root 2 हाँ 0.1 root 2 जा रहा है मुझे इसके अक्रॉस वोल्टेज फाइंड करना है. सो PD across 100 ohm. Let me check. We'll call it V1 is I1 into R. भाई करंट कितना 0.1 root 2 R कितना 100. So that's 10 root 2. I got my answer at 10 root 2, but I need to take this off in order to put this. अब मैं बाकी सब कुछ गेट रीड कर सकता हूँ. आई एम हैप्पी बिकॉज ये आ चुका. मुझे नीचे वाले का भी चेक करना है, ये 50 ओम वाले का. सो व्हाट डज इट से? सो V1 10 root 2 volt. Do I have an option? 10 root 2. Yes, I have that option also. But this is more than one option correct. तो 50 ओम वाले का भी पता नहीं चलेगा. तो I2 मुझे I2 फाइंड करना है. Isn't it I minus I1? Okay. I कितना था 0.3 root 2 minus this was 0.1 root 2. So I2 is 0.2 root 2. Okay. And thus the PD across 50 ohm resistor is, we'll call it V2, is I2 into R. That's 0.2 root 2 into 50. By 50 into 0.2 is 10. So this is again 10 root 2 volt. क्या कुछ ऐसा आंसर है? No, they say voltage across 50 ohm is 10 volt. So this is not correct. This is correct. So my options B and C are correct. बाकी कोई ऑप्शन करेक्ट नहीं है. तो ये हो गया राउंड 2 का 59. एंड आई थिंक वील गो ऑन टू रेजोनेंस एंड वील डू दी ऑनर्स. तो पहले रेजोनेंस बता देते हैं क्या है रेजोनेंस करके, और फिर बाकी की बातें करते हैं. You know, the phenomenon in which the RMS current or the current through the circuit is maximum is called resonance. So we'll call this series resonance. We are taking this also. Now everyone knows Im is Vm by Z, and Z is root of R square plus Xc minus XL the whole square. So for Im to be max, Z has to be minimum, and Z minimum होने के लिए, you remember this was called the imaginary part. The imaginary part has to be 0. Okay, that means Xc minus XL has to be 0, or Xc has to be equal to XL. But how much is Xc? 1 by omega C. XL is omega L. So my final equation for omega turns out to be omega 0 is 1 by root of LC. Omega 0 is called resonant angular frequency, and by the very same terminology, omega 0 is 2 pi nu 0 1 by root LC. This gives me nu 0 series resonant frequency 1 by 2 pi root of LC. So this is what we call the series resonant frequency. And at this frequency, at resonance, as I already said, XC minus XL is 0. So how much is your Z? It is R. So max current at resonance, Im max, is Vm by Z, Z which is R. So if they ask you to find current at resonance, it's simply Vm by R. Now let us go to the sharpness of resonance. So this was resonance. The sharpness of the resonance curve. I will draw the resonance curve and we'll see that at omega 0 the current is max, and as a result the power is also max. So sharpness of resonance or resonance curve. This is like a been there done that sort of idea. This is omega 0, and at omega 0 current is max, so Im max. So at omega 0 Im is max, so power is max, but हमको आधा पावर चाहिए, तो आधा पावर comes at Im max by root 2, आधा पावर है. And when I do this here, I see that दो और frequencies मिल जाती है मेरे को, this and this. So this is omega 1, this is omega 2. This is called bandwidth or half power bandwidth. Call it twice delta omega. So at omega is equal to omega 1 and omega is equal to omega 2, the power is half of max power. So this is bandwidth or half power bandwidth. So twice delta omega is omega 1 minus omega 2. And now let me take this opportunity to define Q factor. Q factor, which is called quality factor. Oh my god, the blue has died. We don't have any other options except using this. Q factor, let's see how it works. Yes, this is the ratio of omega 0 by half power bandwidth. And we have derived, we know because we have derived 2 delta omega. कितना था 2 delta omega? R by L. So 2 delta omega की जगह R by L लगाओ तो मुझे मिलेगा Q is omega 0 over R by L, which would give me a lovely equation. Q is omega 0 L by R. Omega 0 क्या वैल्यू भी हमको पता है, 1 by root of LC. If I put that, I'll get Q is 1 by R root of L by C. तीन इक्वेशन मिले Q के, एक तो पहला ये, दूसरा ये, तीसरा ये. एंड लेट मी टेल यू, जिस सर्किट का Q वैल्यू सबसे ज्यादा होगा वो सर्किट बेस्ट यूज होगी कम्युनिकेशन के लिए, वो सबसे बेस्ट शार्पनेस कर देगी, best for tuning and selectivity. So if they tell you to choose a circuit, you will choose the circuit which has the max best value of Q. All right, remember that. So this is the idea, this is the resonance curve. Let's move on. अब क्या क्या हमको जलवे करने हैं, let us see. Quite some things that we are yet to do. कितने सम बचे, let us find out. इन्वेंट्री चेक करेंगे. ओके अच्छा, क्या करना है अभी सीरीज रेजोनेंस वाले में? एग्जाम्पल 10 करना है. राउंड 1 का 66, SP32 है. लेट्स स्टार्ट. भाई शुरू करेंगे तब ही तो पहुंचेंगे. एग्जाम्पल 10 क्या कहता है तुमसे? एग्जाम्पल 10, the value of LC and R in a RC series circuit are C दिया हुआ है L दिया हुआ है चाचा 4 मिली हेनरी, C दिया हुआ है 40 पिको फैरेड एंड R दिया हुआ है 100 ओम, और फाइंड करना है Q फैक्टर. ओके, एज आई से इजी पीजी जापान इजी. Q की वैल्यू 1/r रूट ऑफ L बाई सी। भाई शराफत से लगाइयो, कुछ लफड़ा ना हो जाए। L 4 इंटू 10⁻³ अपॉन ये 40 इंटू 10⁻12 को 4 इंटू 10⁻11 कर दूं, आसान रहेगा। टक टक रूट -3 प्लस 11 कितना होता है 10⁸ एंड 10⁸ का रूट 10⁴ 10⁴ बाई 10�2। क्या भाई 100 है क्या? चेक कीजिए महाराज, है ना 100 है। अच्छा भाई राउंड 1 का 66। अब हम लाल कलर की पेन इस्तेमाल करेंगे क्योंकि ब्लू ने तो हमारा साथ छोड़ दिया। ओके लाल राउंड का कौन सा था? राउंड कौन सा? राउंड 1 का 66। देखते हैं यही हो जाए तो अच्छा है। Which of the following combos, अच्छा चारों चेक करने पड़ेंगे, should be selected for better tuning of an LCR circuit used for communication। भाई तीनों के वैल्यू दिए हुए, R भी दिया हुआ है, L भी दिया हुआ है, C भी दिया हुआ है। लेट अस सी। भाई Q factor is 1/r root of L by C। So for more Q, R has to be less, L has to be more, ये तो दिखाई दे रहा है, and C also has to be less, and C has to be less। Well, एक ऑप्शन ये भी है कि आप चारों के 1/r रूट ऑफ L by C फाइंड कर लो, पर अगर एक आध ऑप्शन में R सबसे कम नजर आ रहा है, देखो 20 है, 25 है, 15 है, 25, 15 वाला चूज करते हैं। आगे बढ़ते हैं उसके साथ। उसका L 3.5 है, बाकी का 1.5, 2.5, 1.5। वाह 3.5 अच्छा है, L ज्यादा होना चाहिए। C कम, बाकी का 35, 45, 45 है, 30। वाह सो कौन सा ऑप्शन है ये? सी ऑप्शन है ये। तो R इज 15 ओम है, L इज 3.5 हेनरी है एंड C इज 30 माइक्रोफैरेड है। भाई बाकी सबके कंपैरिजन में R इसका सबसे कम है, C सबसे कम है और L सबसे ज्यादा, तो ये चूज करेंगे एंड दैट इज द राइट ऑप्शन। ओके SP32 करने जा रहा हूं विद द लाल कलर। SP32 लेट्स सी इतने में होता है कि कुछ और करना पड़ेगा। 100 माइक्रोफैरेड कैप is connected in series with 40 ohm resistor and connected to 110 volt 60 hertz supply। I hope the red color is not bad। Is it suitable? Suitable क्या करें अब, ऑप्शन नहीं है गाइस। what is the max current? So IM चाहिए and what else do they want? Phase lag phi चाहिए। I'll revert to red revert to black। okay ओके डोकी। पहले तो XC, let us find out capacitive reactance। XC ये सब लिखा पढ़ी बाद में कर सकते हैं। ओमेगा C 1/2 pi nu C, this is a fix। 2 into 3.14 into 60 into 100 micro, that's 100 into 10⁻⁻6, that's 10⁻⁻4। okay what do we have? 60 and -4 that's -3, -3 ऊपर चढ़ जाएगा 1000 over 6 2s are 12, 12 into 3.14, 12 into 3.14 that's करीबन 40। I'll take it करीबन 40, I don't want to fall into technical issues। 25 करीबन and Z root of R square plus XC square which is 40 का स्क्वायर प्लस 25 का स्क्वायर। ओके ये मेरे को और वाट लगाना चाहता है। 1600 प्लस 625 विच इज रूट ऑफ 2225। 2225 किसी का कुछ है क्या? 45 का है भाई। 50 का कितना है? 2500। तो 45 का हो सकता है क्या? लेट मी फाइंड। 5 5 25, 5 20 20। ah it looks good। 5 4 20, 4 4 16 17 18 5 2 2025 यार। 46 या 47 के आसपास होना चाहिए। 46 रख लो ना, अच्छा रहेगा। एंड अब मैं इसको उड़ा रहा हूं। ओके मैं इसको उड़ा देता हूं एंड मुझे आंसर चाहिए। इसका आंसर लाना है, IM का लाना है। ओके IM, वेयर इज IM? VM by Z। okay एंड वी एम तो है नहीं, वी आर एम एस है सर, तो वी आर एम एस √2 बाई जेड. वी आर एम एस 110 एंड 1.414 अपॉन 46. ओके, सो दिस इज 46 करीबन 3 या 4 समथिंग, 14 3 42 3 क्या करना चाहिए मुझे, करीबन 3 चल जाएगा, 3 पॉइंट समथिंग, बिकॉज और कोई ऑप्शन नजर नहीं आ रहा है, तो 1.4 ही रखते हैं इसको. 14 3 42 मतलब 31 32 जैसा, 32 जैसा, एंड 110 बाई 32 करीबन 3.1 या 3.2 के आसपास. आई एम नॉट बीइंग वेरी कॉन्शियस अबाउट दैट. 3.1 3.24, yes, 3.2, lovely, चल जाएगा. And what else do they want? Phase angle. So tan phi is xc by r. xc is 25 by 40. Okay. 4 6 24 मतलब 0.6 के आसपास, 0.6 से आसपास. So phi is 32 33 डिग्री करीबन, can work it out. Yeah, 33 डिग्री. yes, we are good about that. Okay, अब मैं करने जा रहा हूं SP35. Okay, SP35 is on the roll, and what does it say? They have a circuit out here, so let me first draw the circuit and then I'll be able to do justice. तो पहले circuit surkut. This is 220 volt. They have mistakenly written 200 volt, so mind it please. And this is a 100 ohm resistor, and इसके across V1 लगाया हुआ है, and there is a capacitor out here, इसके across V2 है. Okay, voltmeters connected है, and there is an inductor here, they have called it L, and इसके across V3 होगा, I'm sure. Okay, so तीनों दिए हुए. Okay, now they have told me that VRMS is 220 volt, nu is 50 hertz, and the readings of the 3 voltmeters are V1 is 65 volt, V2 is 415 volt, and V3 is 204. What do they want? Calculate current in the circuit. Okay, सबसे पहले what do they want? Current in the circuit. पर कुछ impedance वगैरह तो दे रहे बाबा, पहले तो सब कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा अपने को. ओके, सबसे पहले तो given now R दिया हुआ है 100 ओम, ये पता है अपने को. Now across capacitor, कैपेसिटर के अक्रॉस कितना है, V2 ना, 4 और 5, तो V2 इज पर मुझे और क्या दिया हुआ है, करंट तो दिया हुआ नहीं है, वोल्टमीटर के रीडिंग्स दिए हुए हैं, करंट तो फाइंड करना है मुझे, और करंट फाइंड करने के लिए आई नीड नेट इंपीडेंस, तो नेट इंपीडेंस के लिए XC चाहिए. तो किस तरह मैं XC को वर्कआउट करूं, ओमेगा C, पर C तो दिया हुआ नहीं है, फिर क्या करेंगे, लेट्स फाइंड आउट. अरे वैल्यू ऑफ C भी तो फाइंड करना है ना भाई. सबसे पहले तो तुमको करंट चाहिए, सब सीरीज में है, डोंट यू भूल क्यों जाते हो, सीरीज में है सारा. एंड सीरीज में मतलब इसके अक्रॉस जो करंट पास हो रहा होगा वही इसके अक्रॉस हो रहा होगा, वही इसके अक्रॉस हो रहा होगा, एज ऑल आर इन सीरीज. आप भी है ना, कमाल करते हो. सो जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इसके अक्रॉस है इज I इंटू आर, सो I इज V1 बाय R. V1 कितना है 65, ये सब RMS वैल्यूज ही है, एंड R कितना है 100, सो मिल गया रे IRMS 0.65 एम्पियर. क्या सही जवाब है बरोबर है. सेकंड, ये फर्स्ट वाला आ गया सर. ओके, अब सेकंड क्या चाहिए, वैल्यू ऑफ L. भाई करंट मिल गया तुमको इसके अक्रॉस, तो V3 is IRMS into XL. ऑलराइट, तो IRMS into ओमेगा L, ओमेगा है ना हमारे पास, ओमेगा मिल जाए 314, सो L is V3 by IRMS into ओमेगा। भाई संभाल क्या, कभी कभी ये फिसला देता है अपने को। V3 भाई V3 है ना इंडक्टर के अक्रॉस, यस 204, एंड IRMS 0.65 into ओमेगा 314, ओके 0.65 इंटू 314 करीबन मतलब 3 से डिवाइड कर लूं 200 के आसपास, तो 204 बाई 200 करीबन 1 के आसपास। ओ यस, सो 204 बाई 200 करीबन 1 हेनरी। एंड थर्ड क्या है, वैल्यू ऑफ कैपेसिटेंस, ओके सी, अरे सेम यार, कैपेसिटेंस के अक्रॉस कौन है, V2, तो V2 इज IRMS इंटू XC विच इज IRMS, जगह की तंगी भाई एज यूजुअल, तो C को उठा लो ऊपर, तो IRMS इंटू ओमेगा इंटू V2, IRMS ले, इस बार IRMS ऊपर चढ़ गया, बाप रे बाप, V2 415। एक काम करते हैं, यहां से 2 जीरो ले लेते, यहां से 2 जीरो ले लेते, आसान पड़ जाएगा, तो 65 इंटू 10⁻⁻² अपॉन 3.1 इंटू 4.1 और ये 10⁻⁴, ये -2 और -4 -6 हो जाने वाला है, वी आर गुड। एंड दिस इज 65 बाय 3 4s are 12, मतलब 13 कर लू, क्योंकि मैं जानता हूं 13 5 are 65, सेटिंग सुटूंग, सो 5 इंटू 10⁻⁻⁶, दैट्स 5 माइक्रोफैरड। व्हाट से भाई, 5 माइक्रोफैरड, यस सर। और एक और छोटी सी चीज है, वैल्यू ऑफ C फॉर सेम L टू प्रोड्यूस रेजोनेंस, तो इसको उड़ा देते हैं। अच्छा फोर्थ C चाहिए ना, C डैश इज हाउ मच फॉर सेम L फॉर रेजोनेंस। भाई रेजोनेंस का मतलब है nu हैज टू बी इक्वल टू 1/2 पाई रूट ऑफ L C डैश। तो लेट मी स्क्वायर बोथ साइड्स, nu स्क्वायर, क्योंकि C डैश चाहिए ना, तो C डैश को ऊपर चढ़ा दूं तो 1/4 पाई स्क्वायर nu स्क्वायर L, नीचे वाला भी उड़ा देते हैं यार, कैलकुलेशन लंबा हो सकता है। सो लेट मी सी दिस, C डैश इज 1/4, ए पाई स्क्वायर इज 10 पकड़ लो ना, नू का स्क्वायर 50 का स्क्वायर, एंड L कितना मिला था 1। Okay, now this seems to be a bit tricky, but let me see. This is 4 and 50 का square 25 into 10⁻², and this is 10. So 10⁻³ को ऊपर चढ़ाया, and 1/100 into 10⁻³ oh, this 10⁻⁵. So isn't this 10 into 10⁻�6 farad, 10 microfarad, करीबन। So C dash is 10 microfarad. Might as well check the answer what it is. Yes sir, true all the way. So and as I said, next time lecture में transformers power वगैरह कर लेंगे, and till that time you stay safe, be positive, stay negative. Thank you so much, have a lovely day.